It's Toilet Tunes, and we are in an on-the-road edition because we are at the farm conference. Woo! And now we pause. It's Toilet Tunes. I'm your host, Sarah Morris. Folks come to my big green bathroom somewhere north of Minneapolis, Minnesota. And we sing a little, we talk a bit, we put it out on the internet just in time for your Friday afternoon. Of course it's the internet, so you go on and watch it when you choose. But there's a new episode coming out real soon, so stay Toilet Tuned, stay Toilet Tuned. And that was our pause. My name is Sarah Morris, and I invite people into my big green bathroom, when I'm home. But when I'm not at home, I invite people into my hotel bathroom, and it's apparently not that weird of a request. People like Katy Tessman, Nikki Lemire, Becky Schlegel, and Matthew French. Matthew, this is your fourth hotel farm bathroom.
Nice.
Toilet tune.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We're going to sing a little song for you that will sound, if you pay attention to the lyrics, especially weird coming from 5 humans. But just enjoy the chorus.
There you go.
Yeah. People smile and tell me I'm the lucky one, and we've just begun. Think I'm gonna have a son.
He will be like you and me, free as a dove, conceived in love, gonna shine above. Even though we ain't got money, I'm so in love with you, honey. Everything's been a chain of love. In the morning when I rise, bring a tear of joy to my eyes and tell me everything's gonna be alright.
Seems as though a month ago I was made a kite, never got high. I was such a sorry guy.
Now a smiling face, a girl that shares my name. You do the next one.
Now I'm through with the game. This boy will never be the same.
In the morning, ain't got money. I'm so in love with you, honey. Everything will bring a chain of love. In the morning when I rise, bring a tear of joy to my eyes. Tell me everything's gonna be alright. Pisces, Virgo rising is a very good sign. Strong and kind, and the little boy is mine. Now I see a family where there once was none. Now we've just begun. Gonna fly to the sun. And though I ain't got money, I'm so in love with you, honey. Everything
Katy Tessman, Nikki Lemire, Matthew French. Oh my gosh. I love that song. It's like one of my favorite choruses ever. And then when we looked at the words, I was like, well, this will be... It's like we all decided to have a baby
Together.
But more, the chorus is also great for a folk conference. Here we are just being folk musicians doing what we love, even though we ain't got money. I'm so in love with you, music. Mm-hmm. I mean, you feel it?
Yep. Yep.
Thank you so much. So everybody here is an individual artist, and everyone here is also part of a party. So Nikki Lemire recently released Live at Lakewood, which you should be listening to on repeat. Katy Tessman has many releases. What's your most recent?
I think
Solo.
Fly.
Fly is the most
My album.
recent.
Last
Yes. Becky Schlegel, you have many things. What's your most recent?
Probably the release with the 48s Laramie. Still kind of there
So
in a lot of
good.
my collection, yeah.
Matthew French released Two Sides a few years ago and has something new coming down the pike, so stay tuned. Then there's also some supergroups happening here because these three fantastic humans are just joined up for Heartland Souvenirs. Did I get it right?
You did.
Yes.
Yes.
They put out just 2 weeks ago an EP featuring 2 John Prine songs that will knock your socks right off. And because it's November, you're probably actually wearing socks. So please go listen to that. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matthew French and I also recently released an EP with 5 songs. And I don't know, you might not wear socks after you listen to it. It's possible.
Listen to it in the bathtub.
Your
Depends on
other-
if they're alpaca or not.
Your other sock might leave.
Ooh, I'll pick you.
Like a nice little sock. Okay, so on Toilet Tunes, we like to ask some questions. So we're going to go, since there's so many of us and it's a small bathroom, we're going to go through these pretty fast. And the first question is, you might be familiar. Tell me something good. Mm-mm. Tell me. And I'm not going to tell who's going first. It's going to be different every time. Nikki Lemire, tell me something good.
Cookies by Tate's, gluten-free cookies.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice.
They have those thin ginger snaps. Am I right?
They're so crispy.
crispy.
I can still taste the one I had in my mouth on the way down here. So
Excellent.
that's a good thing.
We can link to that. I bet they're available at most stores.
Oh yes, Target too.
Holler. Matthew French, tell me something good.
I made some new friends at the farm conference here, and you expect to meet some people, and then other folks you just kind of run into by happenstance, and it's a really beautiful thing to like connect with somebody you didn't expect to.
Yeah.
And a lifelong friend.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's like this thing that I would read about when they would talk about how Silicon Valley was starting and the office spaces, they wanted all these collision points, like so that because that's how when people collided with one another, like great ideas would happen.
Mm-hmm.
But this kind of situation makes me a believer in collision points.
Maybe corporate America was right.
Collision
That's
points.
a really good band name.
Yes.
That could be when we all collide.
Yes,
Maybe.
our
Just-
supergroup.
Yes.
Little Anne Marie cover band.
I like
Yeah.
it. Oh, that would be nice.
Sure.
Could I have this dance for the rest of the show?
Should just be one of many.
Becky Schlegel, tell me something good.
This is my first time at farm, and they even have like I'm flagged on this for being a newbie. But I also got to do the DJ showcase with Art Stevenson, so that was very good. That was a very exciting moment for me.
You sounded beautiful.
Thank you.
Yes.
Katy Tessman, something good.
My face hurts from smiling
Yes!
so much.
Oh,
Yes. I know we square danced last
Oh my
night.
gosh.
that was so fun.
That was
That was fun.
Amazing.
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
And there were collision points accessed during the square
Sure,
dance,
yeah.
but that was,
Yeah.
I had to
So
teach
good.
you, Matthew.
It's the most collidey of all things.
it was. I forgot, well not forgot, I'm going to take this opportunity to thank our sponsor. How about that? Usually I do it before Tell Me Something Good, but we are sponsored here at Toilet Tunes by Winnow MN. Winnow is a coffee roasting subscription service where they meet up with a local roaster from Minnesota, because we're Minnesotans. Every month they bring that freshly roasted coffee from a different roaster to your door. And if you sign up today with the code STAYTOiletTunes, you get $5 off your first bag. And I really love the way Winnow works to support small business. They want to connect you with the person who says, I just think the world needs more good coffee. I'm grateful for that person. We've been drinking Misfit. I took it on the road with me because I also have a tiny hand grinder. and a little pour over situation that I do in hotels. So thank you, Winnow, for fueling dreamers, and we appreciate you.
And if Emily Havoc was here,
Yeah.
she would say that was the best cup of coffee she ever had. That's what she told me.
Oh,
And so
right.
from her lips to my lips to yours.
Yeah, and she knows her coffee.
It was
Oh,
made
yes.
with some love. We also are sponsored by WACC, Wyoming Area Community Arts Council, who has played at the Hallberg Center for the Arts at the Songwriter Showcase. Becky,
Becky, we're
we
gonna
gotta
get
fix
you a
it.
gig
We gotta
there.
fix it.
Yep.
You gotta
gotta
talk
do
to my friend Breeze, our friend Breeze, and yes, they are a beautiful space in Wyoming, Minnesota, where they have visual art. So they probably want your visual art
Wyoming,
too.
Minnesota.
Yes,
I was thinking state of Wyoming.
Yes, because you've got your song. This makes sense, but Wyoming, Minnesota.
Okay, which I love.
Yes.
I love Wyoming, Minnesota.
And once a month at this beautiful art-centered community space, they also have Songwriter Showcase, where
Okay.
songwriters come and they pay their songwriters, and because they believe music is important, and then community members come and listen to the songwriters because they believe music is important, and everybody leaves with a fuller heart.
I love
It's-
everything about this.
I know.
I wanna
And
go
the
there.
next one that they're having is December 5th, and it's Joyanne Parker, Alicia Kay, and Phil Burbig. And I
Nice.
think I just remembered that.
Yep.
That's amazing.
I don't have that written down anywhere. Whoa! Okay, next question. Where are you learning right now? Becky Schlegel.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm playing with a country cover band right now, and
Yeah?
so I'm learning from those musicians. I'm got my eye on a little electric guitar.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's where
Okay.
I'm learning. I'm trying to pick up some of these fun little licks, and I need a lot of practice. But
Where can we see you with your country cover band?
we are at the Douglas Saloon in November every Friday.
Okay, that sounds
Douglas,
amazing.
Minnesota. It's a
okay.
treasure. It's a treasure. The saloon is an absolute must. You have to go there. Douglas Saloon. We're coming. Yeah.
I love that. I love it. I love it. Where are you learning Katy Tessman?
Nikki Lemire. That's where I'm learning.
Yeah.
Yes, you.
I'd go to the school, Nikki.
She co-produced our EP, and she has signed up to co-produce my next album.
Shut up! This is good news!
I'm excited.
So Nikki has super
Heck yeah.
strong ears, and you are really good at articulating how you would like things to sound or not sound, and it's kind, and thank you for teaching me.
Oh, it's really nice. Thank you.
That makes
That's
me
awesome.
happy. She also passed the ball to you. Where are you learning, Nikki Lemire?
Where am I learning? Well, I'm doing the sourdough. We've been doing the sourdough.
Yeah.
And I won't be eating the sourdough anymore. But I will be still making it, and it's
Yeah.
been really fun to do new recipes and, I don't know, just like work with something really wild like that, because
I
it's
think
kind of
that's the thing, right?
it's the Wild West, and you just never know what you're going to get, and so that's something that Kent and I have been doing together.
Sourdough bread. Like
Yes.
bread making.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that sounds
bread
really
making
good.
and pancake making, and what have we done? We did the banana muffins.
Did you make those crackers I sent you?
We did not make the
Well,
crackers
they're
yet, but there's been a lot of talk about the crackers need to happen.
I am never not like blown away by the fact that, because most sourdough recipes are just flour, sugar, and water, or flour, salt, and water.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
There's, you can make an enriched bread and get your milks and your like butters and like things in there, but most often it's 3 ingredients, and they can do so many different things. Like it can be all, and you have no control over the way it turns out. I mean, a little, but also.
Nope. And it's ever changing.
It is ever changing because it's related to the weather and it's related to the room, and
It will never be the same as it was yesterday.
just like us.
Just like
We are
us.
much like bread.
Yep.
We are wild.
Wow, like the yeast.
And it's
like
such
the
a
natural
season.
fermentation of a sourdough bread. Matthew French, where are you learning?
So we all know that I love Gibson guitars, but I've been learning how to work on them, like install pickups in them and try to make my own adjustments to them.
Wow.
And I'm learning to varying degrees because it's trial and error of learning how to adjust things, and this is like the time of year where the weather starts impacting things. So I'm just trying to learn about that stuff I'm not very good at like doing manual hand labor stuff. So it's good practice for me to learn to do these things.
Great.
That's amazing.
I want to know if any part of you. Sorry, Becky. What were you gonna say? I cut you off.
No, I just, because my guitars always need work, so I'm already thinking that's fabulous.
Listen, maybe
Got a client
really
right
good
here.
to know.
First client.
Are you considering like working on Gibsons as like, here's my playground, here's where I'm gonna take chances. That's a bold move. Is any part of you been like, I'm gonna go instead get a $500, like a less expensive friend to practice?
No,
Or-
because I'm dumb in that way. That would be the
I
smart
will
way to do
only
it. But I'm
learn
like,
on-
let's do it on the one that costs
But-
$5,000.
That's
Yeah.
Well, it's just a different. You're a different kind of smart.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
That's awesome. The next question, where are you learning, is the right now of it. And this is going to be the all the time of it. What for you is the steady beat of it, the thing you can return to over and over again for sustenance, support, or just to like get your feet back under you? I don't think I've started with you, Matthew French.
Patience. The word patience. That's where I have to
Steady
start. Yeah, that's like I can go back to that in any area of my life. And it's mostly patience with myself.
Wait, that you have it? It's a steady beat for you because you have the patience already?
No, it's a steady beat that I can. If I'm kind of veering off course,
Yep.
it's probably because of some type of patience
Gotcha.
that I'm not practicing,
Got you.
whether with myself or with others. So that's really kind of been a thread throughout a bunch of areas of my life,
Okay.
and a very awkward thing that I would tell everybody on a toilet tube
No,
video.
not awkward at all. So that for you is the steady beat that it's like you got to keep working on it.
Yeah.
I got you.
Mhm.
Yes, yes, that's wonderful. Becky Schlegel, what's something that you return to time and again that like supports you, that brings you?
Heath Loy.
Yeah.
You know him. You love him.
Yes.
He is
Noble and
very.
lovable.
He's just very. When I get, because I'm all over the place, and he kind of grounds me
Mm.
every time. Every
Yeah.
time I feel like I'm too crazy to live, and then he's like, "No, you're gonna be okay."
I can't link to that below.
Heath
None of you
I
can
love that.
access that, but you can get your own Heath.
Yeah. He's my do.
Yeah, that's good. Katy Tessman?
My mom.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's amazing.
Not crying.
What can you tell us? Would you be comfortable saying your mom's name as a?
Sharon Tessman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Oh.
good. Good for moms. Moms are the best. Nikki Lemire.
My steady beat is, gosh, water, I guess, right now. Whenever I am like starting to feel like I'm getting off, it's always because I'm not taking care of myself. And I was just listening to a podcast on the way down here. I keep talking about it because there were so many things in it, but one of the things they talked about was setting aside every hour to drink some water.
Yeah.
Even if you have to be on your feet working all day, that's like one little kind of baby step you can make to taking your life back.
Yeah, Glennon
So-
Doyle does something about that too, where she's just like, yes, show us how you're doing it.
It became my thing.
Show us how you hydrate. You do have a
Mighty
beautiful
big
song
mug.
you've written recently that kind of
It
references
is.
that
Actually, it is.
in
right.
a different way,
Yeah.
right?
Yep. Watering plants. Yep. It's all about water.
It's
Yeah,
it's a
our
real
constant.
thing. Water ourselves. I think that's good. The last question is, will you take us, all of us, and spin us out to some music that's getting your ears hot and bothered? And by that I mean that it's you got like it's turning you on in some way. Becky Schlegel.
I am all about Emmylou right now. I've said it before. I just,
Yeah.
yeah. It's,
What's your go-to Emmylou?
the album that has Quarter Moon and a 10-cent
Oh,
town? I
God.
cannot take it off the record player because I don't want to listen to
Don't.
anything
You should
else.
probably just buy
I
another
just
record
flip.
player.
I just flip it, and I've got other of her albums, but that's the one.
If you've
I
never
love it.
heard Becky sing that song, you're missing out. And so you should find
We've
places.
sung that song
I know,
before.
I love that song.
Yes.
You should sing it later, not on camera. 'cause
Written by
it's just
Carlene
funny.
Carter.
Yeah.
Which is, yeah.
I first learned that because Miranda Lambert covered it.
Mhm.
But then
That's
I heard you
beautiful.
do it and I was like, done. Nikki Lemire, spin us out.
I just heard the Gasoline Lollipops here at Farm last night.
Okay.
And there is a great new song that they wrote about freedom on Spotify. It's amazing. It's a great
Cool.
great song.
I can
So
link to that.
yeah, Gasoline Lollipops.
Sweet.
New band, doing new things. Yeah.
I like new bands doing new things like Heartland Souvenirs. Okay, Katy Tessman, spin us out.
Sarah Giroux's Polaroid Lovers.
Yeah, that album is so good.
Yeah, one of the best.
Also, I love the cover, the like visual of it. Matthew French, spin us out.
Can I go with? I heard a
Yes.
songwriter here last night named
Oh.
Daniel Niehoff, and it was like next level. You know, as a songwriter, you hear another song and you're like, oh, I want to do that.
Yeah.
And he just had this way of capturing capturing a lyric and an emotion and in a way that was very real and comfortable. And it's always awesome when a songwriter is comfortable in their own skin. And he was, and that was huge for me.
Yeah, that's a
So,
good point.
Oh,
You
that's
it sounded
super
like you
cool.
wanted to say something else too. Did you have two people?
Well, I just
Because I'll
learned.
let you.
I just learned today that Augustana, they're kind of a rock band from maybe 10 or 12 years ago.
Oh, and
They-
probably also at Lutheran College, but go on.
One of my favorite songs by them is called "Steal My Heart," and they have a version of that just came out with an orchestra backing them.
Wow.
And Dan Leis is the lead singer. He did like a folk album a couple of years ago, and they're also a rock band. And that's kind of like, I feel like I kind of, come from all of these different worlds of music that I've, kind of musical experience that I love. Like I can listen to the folk and the bluegrass and love it, and listen to that rock and love it. So a band like that coming out with something with an orchestra is just fascinating to me.
Amazing.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. I will link to that below. I need to thank my guests. They are beautiful humans. I just, again, can't believe they said they would sing with me in a bathroom. Katy Tessman, Becky Schlegel, and Nikki Lemire. When they're together, they're also Heartland Souvenirs. When they're not together, just spectacular. Also. And then Matthew French, who's in it for the long haul with me, and folk bathrooms.
Yeah. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you.
Thank you all for. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you all for tuning in, and thanks to Winnow and Owakic and my Sarah subscribers. I don't have my board with me, so here's where I put my hand up because I'll edit in later. Thank you, Sarah subscribers. Hearts. I can't do anything without you. Like I can't attend folk conferences without you saying, "Sure, Sarah, we believe in you." So thank you for being a believer. Yes, yay! Until next Friday, stay to the tune.